Well, if you enjoyed what you saw tonight on WWE's main event, you might want to check out the local prestige wrestling show this weekend. Tomorrow, wrestlers from around the world will face off in Combat Clash 2025 right here in Portland. Photojournalist Dana Rusha spoke with the organizer and a tag team champion about what you can expect.
It's loud. It's jam-packed.
Wow! Tope God!
It's violent.
In the form of the Messiah of the backbreaker.
Prestige wrestling started in 2017 as a reaction to an independent wrestling show that I went to that wasn't great, and I thought I could do better. I've always said that the reason I got into wrestling was to give somebody the best night of their life, and that whether that's the fan or the wrestler too.
People love that Danhausen.
There's no other feeling. There's nothing that compares to being in the ring, doing what you love to do. I love the pageantry, I love the athleticism, I love the fights, I love the reaction you can get from the fans. I love the backstage stuff, everything. I love everything about it. Well, I'm Ricky Gibson, one half of the Midnight Heat. So I started wrestling in 2004 here in Hillsboro, Oregon. I've wrestled all over the West Coast, traveled to Costa Rica, through Canada, and in 2021 I started training students, and I have about 80 students right now. So I run pro wrestling training class 4 days a week.
I have been wrestling for about just over 2 years now. I was scrolling through the TV channel, started watching WWE when I was very little. And then just stuck with it, and once I started to hit a certain age, realized that there was an opportunity to kind of pursue this and chase this, and started showing up to Oregon Pro Wrestling School, and the rest is history. First getting in the ring was an incredibly kind of eye-opening experience. Everything hurts.
Well, I know it's easy to see when someone gets slammed on the ground that it hurts. I know it's easy to see when someone gets punched in the face that it hurts. But hitting these ropes, these are steel cables. Hitting these buckles, this is a steel buckle. Like, this is metal that you're hitting. And a lot of times fans don't necessarily realize that until they come into the school and they try out the first day. It hurts.
Love doing it, and it's insanely rewarding when everything is great. And so just being able to chase your dreams and live your dreams, and there's always going to be a little bit of give back with something. This one with wrestling just so happens to be a little bit more physically.
The thing that makes independent wrestling special is the connection with the fans and the wrestlers and the people involved, and the how close you are to it. You know, you're right there on the ring. You're jam-packed in a small venue. It's more punk rock than WWE or AEW.
You get to tell your own story. You're in charge. Here's the thing that I love about pro wrestling. You don't have to be a fan. You can come with a fan. You can come with someone that's been to every single prestige show ever, and you can see the excitement in their eyes and on their face. And when they can't physically keep themselves in their seat because they're up clapping and cheering and yelling, you don't have to be a fan, though. You can come in completely blind and just be absolutely entertained by everything that's going on in the ring.
Tomorrow's show starts at 7 at Viking Pavilion on the PSU campus. For tickets and more information, you can go to prestigewrestling.net. Well, meteorologist Joe Ranieri joining us. Joe, you can make quite the entrance, and you did here in the studio.
I did. I made it. I threw up our studio door and made a big old roar. But I was never a big wrestling fan. What about you?
Well, you would watch from time
I would
to
watch.
time. I meant
participating. I had a Hulk Hogan workout set, but my wrestling career was pretty short. My mom actually dropped me off to Tony Russo's Takedown Camp, where I grew up, and she dropped me off to the wrong side of the gym. So I was wrestling with older kids. Lasted one night. I was just getting pummeled. And, you know what, Mom? I'm going to play hoops, I think. And I had a more successful career on the court than I did on the mat.